No dice? The internet's real bad. Any ties are working? Are you guys working? Okay, good. We got bad visuals on this goalie cam. We're gonna have to change that, that's for sure. Bear with me. Let's do it. One minute left of warm-ups, and we'll get started. Alright, it's go time.
Ice. Ice.
Baby. I'm going to try to be with this on whatever side they're shooting on.
Florida.
I know.
I saw her post a picture
Yeah. Game on, back to Hensler, up to Brock. Back into our zone. In the corner. Tied up a little bit, back to the other side for Hensler. Out to the point, stuck on the wall. Back behind the net. Heidich picks it up. Looking up towards Uncle's Bay. Sorry, Newman, Uncle's Bay, and Gleniani to start the game. Stuck here on the red line. Number 20 picks it up for the old Rochester. Heidich. Across to Hensler. Hensler skates it up. Sends it in. Defense will change for Woodbury. Schillings and Glancy on the ice now. Up front. Whistled. Puck still loose. Coach Tom's making sure they shoot the puck. Can't score unless you shoot, boys. Schillings drops it for Van Leer. Ooh, slides across Newman and Gleniani. Rochester tries to clear. Van Leer says no. Van Leer shot. Glove save. Out comes Fleeman with Boomer and Friend. Fleeman at left wing. Schillings and Glancy on defense. Fleeman back to Glancy. Glancy slings it, knocked around. Sent in by Rochester. Miles unable to clear it, but Glancy picks it up and skates it up while Rochester tries to. Ooh, little backhand from Glancy, gets knocked aside. Miles intercepts that pass, brings it right back in. Miles shot. Off the blocker. Fleeman on the wall, sends it back behind for Boomer in the corner. Nobody home. Boomer all by himself. Sent out by Rochester. Rochester in the corner. Sends it behind the net on the other side for Fleeman. Fleeman tries to chip it forward on the skates of Boomer. Tipped around at the red line. Boomer tries to get in the zone. Woodbury changes out. Comes Mason Uncle's Bay, Maverick, and Brock. Grayson Graham out with an injury. Looks like Porter Englehart might be out. Hopefully everything's okay. Uncle's Bay working the puck. Picked up by Rochester though. And they move it out until Maverick intercepts it. Maverick with Mason to his left. Uncle's Bay. Back to, Hensler. High shot. Glove save. 10:45 left in the first. Still a 0-0 game. Rochester at Woodbury. Woodbury visiting Rochester tomorrow morning. Maverick takes the face off. Unk at left. Brock at right. Glancy and Schillings back on defense. Maverick trying to work it, but here comes Rochester. Ooh, Glancy picks his pocket. Tries to move it up. Uncle's Bay handles it in our zone, gets it over to Miles. Miles, saucer, icing. Trying to get it to Brock. Just a little bit too much heat. Face off to the stick side of Toby Newman takes the face off. Glenny and Van Leer, his wingers. Asher at right. Miles and Ollie still your defensemen. Back to this side. Van Leer tries to move it up. Stuck in the corner on the wall. Still battling on the wall. Glancy comes away with it. Glancy tries to chip it forward. Ref's in the way. Gliniani comes away with it. Gliniani shot. Blocker sent to the corner for Newman to battle for. Van Leer looking, getting physical. Still loose here. And Rochester pushes it in. They'll change. Glancy goes and scoops it up. Off the wall. Hesitates. Off the wall to Schillings. Stuck on the red. Logan G, excuse me. Hensler on the ice now for Glancy. Hensler with the puck. Back and forth in the neutral zone. Logan ties him up on the wall. Newman kicks it forward. Van Leer tries to jump in there, but the Ponies, or whoever they are, I think they're the Ponies. Rochester, Stallions, Mustangs. Ooh, kicked and picked up by Newman in the neutral zone. He pushes on the left. That gets poked away by Big 25. Rochester across the ice. From the left. Cuts middle. Waits. Shot. Good save by Toby. Van Leer up towards Boomer. Rochester able to move it back in though. They send it down to the right. Hensler and Pidich on defense. Boomer out there with Gliniani and Friend now. Pidich behind the net. Tries to send it the other way. Stuck behind. Still loose. Boomer to the corner. Friend tries to move up. And we got a whistle. Offside. Fleeman at left, Friend at right, Boomer in the middle. Hensler and Pidich, your D, Hensler, entanglement behind the net. Big Rochester, back to the point, 24 slap shot, tipped, good save by Toby. Fleeman gets it up to Friend. Icing waved off. Pinball to Pidich, able to keep it in for a second, but that's back to Hensler. Dane. Pushed in by Rochester, picked up by Hensler. Over here to Pidich. Pidich, dump and chase. Fleeman follows it in. The rest of Woodbury tries to change. Schillings and Glancy, Maverick and Brock. Glancy's going to step up. Stop it at the red line. Rochester slings it in there. Schillings, excuse me. Uh-oh. Rochester picks the pocket behind the net and able to stuff one in when Toby wasn't looking. Rochester with a 1-0 lead here in the first. 6:41 left in the first period. A lot of time left. Got to score one to win one, so. Glancy to Schillings. Back to Ollie. Strong pass. Uh-oh. Kept in and sent down by Rochester. Maverick moves it up. Uncle's Bay gets tied up. Sorry, guys. Glancy from behind her net gets it up to Brock. Brock up to Maverick. Here comes Maverick. Maverick shot. Saved. Swallowed up. Mustangs, Rochester Mustangs. Uncle's Bay at right, Brock at left. Mav at the face-off. Centering pass intercepted by Hensler. Moved up for Brock. Forward for Uncle's Bay. Uncle's Bay settles it on Pidich. Skates it in. Cuts back. Pidich behind the net. Waits. Backs it behind for Maverick. Maverick's got Brock up front. Back to Pidich. Pidich dumps it down for Uncle's Bay in the corner. Out to the wall. Hensler able to keep it in. Uncle's Bay sends it down. Ooh. Icing called. We'll come right back down here for a face-off. Couple touches by the brothers Shilkin in front. Just couldn't find a gap to get it through. 4:58 left in the first period. It's 1-0 Rochester over Woodbury. Newman with Van Leer to the right, Gleniani to the left. Schillings and Glancy behind him. Back to Schillings. Sends it in. Stick to side. Behind the net now. Loose puck comes out on the wall. Sent to the other side by Rochester. Glancy keeps it in for a second. Glancy able to keep it. Nice. Gets it to Gleniani. Behind for Newman. Newman and Glenny on the wall. Newman fakes. Gets it to Newman from the dot. Shot. Score. Save. .422 left in the first. Still 1-0 Rochester. Back to Glancy, sends it on quick. Oh, just wide. Schilling slings it around to the other side for Gleniani. Newman's Glancy comes all the way back to him, drops it for Newman. Newman from the dot. Ooh, deflected up against the glass. Schillings has it now. Sends it on net, knocked down, still loose, kicked around. Behind the net. Now on the wall for Schillings. Ooh. Newman able to keep it in, at least momentarily. Glancy intercepts that with his foot. Here comes Van Leer. Van Leer shot off the face mask, still loose, gets knocked aside. Newman leaves it for Schillings at the point. Miles over to Glancy. Glancy to Newman. Newman shot, saved. So all goes in! Gleniani with a quick turn. Finds a 5-hole and ties it up 1-1 with 3:25 in the first. Good pressure by Woodbury. Hold the zone and get shots on net. From left to right, Fleeman, Boomer, Friend, Hensler, Pidich. Dane gets it out of the scrap over to Pidich, tries to knock it up, and it goes into the bench by Brock. Mustangs push it in softly against Pidich. He moves it up for Friend. Friend tries to leave it for Boomer. just ahead of him a little bit. 24. Uh-oh, Hensler loses an edge, and they dump it in. This maybe a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Mustangs, but they send it back to the point for number 24. Slings it in, no, goes wide left. Shots and across, shot, goal! Loose puck, open net shot for Rochester. Answers back, makes it 2-1 with 2:42 left in the first. Brock, Maverick, and Mason with Oliver and Miles now. Kicked around, still on the wall. Rochester able to send it. Miles in the corner. Miles to Brock. Brock. Ooh. Back to Glancy. Glancy, slinger, tipped, knocked around, no. Behind the net for Brock and Maverick. On the wall for Rochester. Slips past Glancy. Miles will track it down. Rochester will change. 2 minutes left in the period. Uncle's Bay calling for it. Miles looking for a gap. Chips it towards Mason. Mason dumps it in. Offside's called right at the line. Bjorn, Asher, and Logan out there with Miles and Oliver. Van Leer, ooh, good effort. Schillings picks it up after it gets knocked away. Schillings in the corner, dances. Up front, ooh. In the crease. Logan was in the crease. 1:18 left in the first. 2-1 Rochester. Heidich and Hensler on defense now. Forwards will change for Rochester. Newman. Mustang, send it in there. Loose puck in the corner. Now behind the net for Hensler. Back around to Van Leer and Heidich. Gliniani stuck. 50 seconds. Back to the point for Rochester. Number 9 sends it in, tipped around. Up front, knocked away. Gliniani able to clear the zone. Shot by Newman falls his rebound, gets stonewalled. 25 seconds. Logan G. Up to Newman. Newman gets slowed down by 14. Heidich comes in hot, tries to keep it in. Does for a second. We got icing. Van Leer forgets to stop the clock. It's only 4 seconds left. 2, 1. Two to 1 Mustangs over the Predators after 1. Sorry guys. Thanks for letting them know that I was on mute. Maverick takes the face off. Mason and Brock with him. Pidich, Hensler on defense. Shot by Maverick. It's sent aside. Backhand goal! Uncles Bay in traffic. Backhands at 5-hole to tie it up 2-2 early in the second period. Uncles Bay ties it up 2-2. No change for Woodbury. Back to Hensler. Hensler. Ooh. Able to get it up to Mason, Uncles Bay, over to Brock. Brock. Behind the net. Tied up, locked up. Maverick looks on. Brock and Mason are getting it eaten up. Mustang's able to get out of it. Neutral zone battle. Back and forth. Hensler uses his skill, gets past one, gets it to Uncles Bay. Over to Brock. Brock sends it up. Ooh. Oh! Uncles Bay tried to redirect after the fake wraparound. Hensler drops it for Schillings. He gets stuck on the wall. And the Mustangs send it down to Hensler for a change. Mustangs move it around. Uncles Bay all over him. Brock tries to help out. Maverick's there. We got a penalty called on Rochester. Hooking called on Rochester gives Woodbury a power play with 11 minutes left in the second period. It's a 2-2 game. Newman takes the face off. Logan and Asher as wingers. Ollie and Miles, your D, waiting for the minute 30 to show up on the clock. There it is. Game on. Back to Miles. Drops it for Newman. Back to Miles. Miles and Newman. Newman. Shot never got to the goalie. Newman jumps on it. Glancy tries to jump down. Does. Newman comes out. Dot gets redirected behind the net for Gliniani. Logan in the corner. Sets it back up for Schillings at the point. Schillings goes right. Circles back. Sends it to Glancy. Glancy. Ooh. Down to Van Leer. Van Leer, tough angle. Ooh. Slides it across. Couldn't get a stick on it from Bjorn. Gliniani on the wall. Skates it out. Saves it. Not for long. Mustang's able to clear the zone. 45 seconds left in the power play. Newman gets to the goal, gets sent away. Newman stays with it. Schillings, shot. Goes across Glancy. Gets it back to Schillings. Tip. Goes wide. Ooh, wraparound try gets interrupted. And we got pressure from Rochester. He'll dump it in and change. 10 seconds left in the power play. Schillings with the puck. Up to Logan. Gliniani. Back to center. It's 5-on-5 hockey. Pidich. Shot. Tip. Goes in! Beautiful tip from Newman from Pidich. And just as it started to be 5-on-5, Woodbury takes the lead 3-2. Pidich to Newman. Blinny to Pidich to Newman there. Friend, Boomer, and Fleeman with Pidich and Hensler. Goes back towards Hensler. Over to Mason. Up to Friend, we got icing. Nope. Gonna have to be played by the goalie, thankfully. Thought it was gonna slide by him, but got saved there. 9:19 left in the second period. 3-2 Woodbury. Boomer takes the draw. Goes to the corner. 25 has it behind his own net. Pidich, sent in, tip. Oh! Oh, a lot of action in front of the net. And Woodbury just couldn't get past all the bodies. Rochester sends it in and will chase it. On the wall for Friend. Gets it up to Fleeman. Fleeman from the left. Over to Boomer. Just off his stick. Good thought there by Levi and Braden. Other side now for Pidich. He sends it behind the net for 25. Fleeman battles for it. Tries to get it past Hensler, but Dane says no. Dane turns it back up. Slows it down. Gets it to Fleeman. Fleeman skates it in. Fleeman shot. Oh, just wide. Barely wide for Levi there. Hensler at the red line. Back and forth. Brock with Mason Unclesbay following close behind, sorry. Glancy to Unclesbay. Up to Brock. Brock, 2-on-1 with Unclesbay. Oh! Oh, what a save. Good little feed there from Brock, but just got kicked. And moved out of the zone. Uh-oh. Number 10 jumped on that. Good defense there by Miles and Ollie. Glancy comes away with it, leaves it for Schillings. Schillings tries to move it up for Maverick. He gets past everyone for the Mustangs here. Stuck on the wall. Back to Miles. Up to Brock. Maverick picks it up. Maverick from the corner behind the net. Leaves it for Hensler. Hensler sends it in. Tip on some skates. Good save by the goalie. Still here. Looks like the Mustangs will clear it. Back to Dane. Sent in, but Hensler able to recover. Leaves it for Maverick. Maverick up to Mason. Unclesbay drops it for Maverick. In the slot, Pidich. Able to keep it. Hensler, slot, shot. Saved up and over the net. Up front, still loose behind the net. Mustangs able to clear the zone. At least for a second, they'll change. Hensler with Pidich. A little too much from Pidich, still behind the net. Newman out there with him. Oh, what a save by Toby. Covered up by Toby after a little flurry from the Mustangs. 5 minutes left in the second, 3-2 Woodbury. Schillings and Glancy behind Newman, Van Leer, and Gleniani. Schillings behind our net. Up towards Van Leer, picked up by Schillings. Let's just get right here because Newman's got the puck. Newman cuts back. Ooh, gets tied up. Gleniani's still working it on the wall. Glancy and Newman trying to help. Back to Schillings. Ollie. Oh. Van Leer with the hustle, Newman, and we got a trip or something. Penalty on Logan Gleniani and number 7 for Rochester. Keeps it 5-on-5. Friend will come out. It's 5-on-5. Let's just play hockey. Christ almighty. Back to Glancy. Glancy drops it for Friend. Friend. Aw. Move your feet. Robbie standing still. Newman shot off the post. Schillings tries to send it around Van Leer. Friend gets in there off the wall for the Mustangs. Kept in by Glancy. Glancy tries to cut it back. Gets it to Newman. Newman, snipe! Saw that. Saw that. Called it. Can't give him that much space. Too many pucks shot in the garage for that to happen. Woodbury up 4-2, 3:33 left in the second period. Still plenty of hockey. Fleeman, Boomer, and Friend with Pidich and Hensler. Pidich up to Friend. Friend, shot. Save, sent to the wall for Fleeman. Back to Hensler. Hensler slings it. Good save. Friend loses a glove again. That goes out to the neutral zone. Chipped all the way down by the Mustangs. Hensler has some pressure. Number 20 fights him behind the net. But Dane able to come away with it. Hensler. Oh. Cuts back. Sends it behind for a battle in the corner. Mustangs. Hensler gets it to Fleeman. Fleeman back to Dane. Dane sent down. Ooh. Rebound stopped by the Mustangs. Hensler. Broken stick with that shot. Pidich cuts through. Back to Dane. Dane. Oh, just walking on people. Shot, saved, and whistled. Brock, Maverick, and Uncle's Bay with Glancy and Schillings now. 1:50 left in the second period. It's 4-2 Woodbury. Oh, puck was like a top. Slip past Schillings, and Glancy. Uh-oh. Puck's still spinning like a top. Glancy, here he comes. Here he comes. Ooh! Saved by the plumbing. Glancy's still with it, gets it back to Schillings at the point. Schillings cuts and dumps it around. Maverick behind the net. Back to Miles. Slap shot off a shin guard. Ooh! Glancy sends it in, and Broccoli gets the tip, making it 5-2 with 1:03 left in the second. Attaboy, Broccoli! Comes Maverick. Maverick. Ooh. Uncle's Bay comes away with it. Leaves it for Glancy. Little physicality here on the wall. Uh-oh, here comes number 8. Nope. Schilling said no. Brock says yes. Here I come. Mason. Miles. Maverick. Uncle has the puck. Leaves it for Schillings. Over to... Oh. No. No. Goal. And the Mustangs put one 5-hole with 6 seconds left in the second to make it 5-3. Woodbury in the lead by 2, but that wasn't a good one. 6 seconds left in the second period. Do you really care who's out there? 3, 2, 1. All right, 5-3 after 2. One more period, and we'll be back. Who's the fan club guy? Is that Q's Gab?
He's so annoying.
Wasn't that guy taking
I meant
pictures?
this guy over here. I want to find him.
Oh. All right, third period, here we go. Five to 3 Woodbury. Newman, Van Leer and Gliniani, Pidich and Hensler. Sent down for Hensler. Cuts back. Pidich. Up to Van Leer. Knocked away. Comes out for Woodbury. Hensler. Gets stopped. 1-on-1. Pidich. Shot. Rebound. Right back up for Woodbury. Comes Newman. Shot. Ooh. Just high. Kept in by Hensler. Sent back down around for Newman. In the corner. Newman. Newman. Backdoor to Pidich. Stuck in the corner. Everyone's taking a little breather. Gliniani comes away with it. Comes out loose for the Mustangs. Hensler. Eyes him up, they'll change. After they send it in. He's back, you guys. Glancy and Schillings out there now with Newman and crew. Schillings behind our net. Up the wall to Van Leer. Gets it to Newman. Newman behind the net. Back door to Schillings. Never got to the goalie. Back to the point. Glancy. Schillings. Schillings slap shot. Glove save. Fleeman, Boomer, and Friend with Glancy, Schillings. Schillings sends it. Friend from behind the net. Sends it back too hard. Glancy will have to regroup with Schillings. Up to Fleeman. Fleeman. Over to Schillings. Miles. Glancy sends it in, covered up. 10:50 left in the game. 5-3 Woodbury. 5 new skaters for Mustangs. No change for the Preds. Shot saved by Toby, picked up by Glancy. Glancy, shot, deflected, goes wide. Glancy bats it backwards to Schillings. He sets up the flying V. Past one. Up to Boomer. Boomer. 1-on-5. Sends it in for Brock to chase down. Pidich is out here. Too many men. Rochester will have a power play with 9:40 left in the game due to a too many men penalty that Coach Strauss is not convinced on. The ruling stands. Boomer will sit down in the penalty box for Woodbury. Maverick, Brock, Pidich, and Hensler, the penalty kill for Woodbury. Let's try to get one short-handed here. Maverick gets called away from it. Brock steps in to take the drop. Rochester win it. 14 drops it down in the corner. They're working it around the perimeter, trying to find an angle. Shot high and left. Behind the net. Stick side. Dancing. Dancing. Passing. Shooting. Oh, what a save by Toby. I don't know how that rebound came out without bouncing right back in, but Toby in the full split. Sorry for the connection issues. 15 seconds left. We're short-handed. Newman, ooh. Oh! 5 seconds till it's full strength for Woodbury. Shot blocked by Hensler. Picked up by Newman now. He tried to move it up to Gliniani. Glenny. 5-on-5 hockey now. 8 minutes left in the game. Newman. Shot. Rebound. Glenny couldn't get his stick out from under the players. Van Leer comes in. Shots bouncing around. 5-3 Woodbury. 7:30 left in the game. Glancy cuts back. Gives it to Logan. Over to Miles. Miles. Up to Van Leer. Van Leer chips it forward to Newman. Newman. Oh, what a save. What an effort by Bjorn. Still staying with it. It's in the corner. Logan G. Fighting for it. Number 10 sends it around. Delayed penalty on Woodbury, and that's called on Glancy. Player got in his way and he ran right over him. That was a hockey play. Friend and Boomer in front of Hensler and Pidich for the penalty kill for Woodbury. 6:45 left in the game. Ooh, Boomer almost got it out, just poked away by Rochester. Shot, nope, one-timer. Goes wide all the way back, kept in by Rochester. On the wall. Shot, glove saved by Toby and covered up. .40 seconds left in the power play for Kept in by 24 behind the net. Robbie better get in a defensive position. And that gets tipped and finds the back of the net for a power play goal for the Mustangs. Making it 5-4. Woodbury still in the lead. 5:42 left in the game. Five-on-five hockey now. Maverick and Brock with Mason Unclesbay, Schillings and Glancy behind them. Glancy. Glancy's to Schillings. Schillings. Try to get it to Unclesbay. Unclesbay gets tied up. Stays with it. Unclesbay off the wall to Schillings. Schillings tries to move it up. Holds on to it. Ollie. He'll dump it in. 5-4 Woodbury. 4:30 left in the game. In the corner for Glancy. Picked up by Unclesbay. Goal, Schillings, and a boy, Miles! Unclesbay slows it down, drops it for Miles, and buries it 6-4 with 4 minutes left in the game. Asher, Bjorn, and Logan with Dane and Mason. 6-4 Woodbury. 4 minutes left in the game. Back to Pidich. Sends it in. Oh, crap. Sorry, guys. I've done that a couple times. Tight quarters here on the east rink for the AV work. That gets past Pidich. Newman comes in and takes it. Bounces around to the neutral zone for the Mustangs. Newman puts the body on the line. You'll love to see it. Hensler. Newman tries to leave it for Van Leer. Van Leer gets called for roughing. And the Mustangs will have a power play with 3:23 left in the game. Glennie and Newman, Pidich, Hensler. Behind the net. Mustangs control, slowly centering pass. Off back, high slot. Sent down, tipped around. Oh, what a scoop there by Hensler. Teamwork. Hensler's tied up behind the net, 1-on-2. Mustangs come away with it. Quick turn, back door, shot. Goal. And the Mustangs come back. 1 point down. It's 6-5 Woodbury with 2:52 left in the game. We play these guys tomorrow, so Friend, Fleeman, Boomer, Glancy, Schillings. Fleeman, your left wing. In the corner, tied up. Boomer looks on. Who else is in there? Can't even see from down here. That's been Miles. Two minutes left. 5-on-5 hockey now. Or it's been 5-on-5, excuse me. Icing waved. Hensler sends it in. 1:30 left in the game. Woodbury up by 1. Maverick comes in hot. Pidich and Hensler behind. Shot by Hensler. Ooh. Rebound came off hard. Uncle's Bay out there now. Maverick takes that one away. Here comes Maverick. Nobody home for the centering pass. 50 seconds left. 6-5 Woodbury over Rochester. We got a game against them tomorrow as well. Loose behind our net. Hensler's going to get to it first. Ooh. Sends one right off the referee. Second one worked. Icing. Empty net for Rochester. 28 seconds left. 6-on-5. Good save by Toby. Twelve, 10 seconds. Saved by Toby. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's your game. Woodbury wins 6-5. We'll see you tomorrow morning against Rochester.